coming into our city. And we cannot cut our way out of this problem we're in, folks. We have to grow the business. We have to reinvest in neighborhoods like Raleigh and downtown to attract people and to create some revenue. We can cut, but you can't cut your way to prosperity. You cannot. I don't know if anybody's done that. And you can't go to austerity to create prosperity. Austerity doesn't create prosperity. It doesn't. I don't know no economy that's done that. Whether that's Greece or Spain or anybody else. Nobody's done that. Austerity does not equal prosperity. It just doesn't. But I think this is a way to start growing the business, investing in our people, investing in the people of Raleigh, and attracting people to come back, and hopefully, better still, keep y'all in here and start spending the money and feel good about this community again. Does that make sense?
Amen.
So we're not there yet, but we got to get some more work done, but we are committed to making this work. Do you like the vision?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can stay up here. If they didn't like it, if they didn't like it, I was going to bring him back up here. If they liked it, I'll stay up here. No, on the more positive side, though, this guy has worked so hard and worried me half to death. I had heroin this started.
That's true.
We appreciate you being here. I love Raleigh. I really do. I love Raleigh. I love all the people in Raleigh. Y'all some good people. So happy to help.
So was it worth 3 years? I know I can't reiterate enough. Mayor Wharton 3 years ago, along with Robert and myself, the traffic precinct was going to happen. The traffic precinct can still happen right now. We can break ground on that right now. It does not solve the problem. Why spend $9 million on a traffic precinct that doesn't solve the problem? Will this solve everything? No. But does this put us in the position for a little better than a fighting chance to bring businesses and families back to Raleigh?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And that's the basis of this decision. Now, I want to be clear on what Robert said. We're close. We're not there yet. The money is already in the CIP budgets, with the exception of about 6 to 8 million. Robert would tell you I'm pretty good getting votes. We can find $6 or $8 million over the next 18 to 24 months. Top priorities for me, and Robert and them know this, the top priorities for me are very simple. The mall needs to be gone, the parts that we need to work with, but I want to bring up what Tom said. We're going to do this in a phased-in manner that does not force the real estate that's already there, the mom and pop shops, the folks who've committed to that mall. We are not pushing them out. We don't want to push them out. That's going to be the basis of building it bigger and better. So it's going to be phased in. You're going to see things begin to happen, hopefully soon, but soon maybe 6 months. But it's coming. There's some council work that we have to do to get some votes done, and that's coming. So it is going to be a project that is going to be worth waiting for. I promised Ms. Tisdale that she would see something before the end of her presidency of the Raleigh Community Council. She will. So credit to this, and I appreciate the kind words that Robert and the mayor said about me. And I'm a very quiet person. You don't see me on the news. I just believe in doing my job. But the credit for this goes to each of you who have been here at these meetings, belong to the Raleigh Community Council, or you visit the Raleigh Community Council. Because if you want to know from a city councilman standpoint, there are very few advocacy groups or groups that get as much attention as the Raleigh Community Council. And I'll do a little plug for you. I'm a member, my mom's a member, my brother's a member. If you're not a member, join join. The newsletters are great. You get them every month. They tell you what's going on. And I wish I could just tell you, and Director Lipscomb, you've lived this as long as I have. This is a crowd for a meeting like this, isn't it? Because we care. And as long as we care, and as long as we keep showing the city that we care, and as long as we keep showing that we're going to not stop, we're going to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to stop. We deserve this.
Yeah, amen. Yep.
Now, I'm going to stop talking because I don't like to talk. I'm going to turn it back over to Ms. Tisdale. But guys, thank you so much, because just the power of the numbers, when the mayor walks in a door, or our city council walks in a door, or our director for the city walks in a door, it speaks volumes without you ever saying a word. So one more time, give yourselves a round of applause, and thank you so much.
You know, I have told you over and over there's strength in numbers. And when we speak, they listen. And we can be so thankful for that they do listen. We had 2 meetings. We spent an entire, one meeting just them coming listening to us, and then they came back several months later with their plans for us, and we looked at it and we approved of what they did. And I was just so excited to know that they weren't going to just remodel the mall. I was so glad they were not going to remodel the mall, because people are not coming back inside that mall to shop. But when I kept pushing him, when are they going to have a groundbreaking for the traffic bureau? When are they going to have it? And Bill Morrison kept putting me off, and I kept saying, when are we going to have it? And then he said, let me tell you what. And I've had to keep a secret, y'all. And it ain't easy. But he got tired of me pushing him, and so he finally said, here's what we're thinking about. He didn't say we're doing today, but we're thinking about. And then I got excited by putting the traffic division, the library, and those other things in there, along with some retail, and all of it opening from the outside and being all new. It was just so exciting. It was hard to keep that secret, and I'm so glad that you all know what their plans are for us. And I know Bill didn't want to take a lot of time tonight for questions and answers, because the presentation was a little bit long, but we usually try to hold our meetings to an hour. But I see one hand up.
I love the plan. The actual Raleigh Springs had little gazebos on them. If I could recommend trying to incorporate that in the plans, maybe with a informational flag.
I think that was in there. I think one of those was in there.
And I'll be honest, I mean, Director Lipscomb and Tom, you know, we'll come back. As we get to this point, this isn't the last time. The reason why we wanted to hold the questions, one, we really want people to have a chance to walk away and think about it. Not let this be emotional, not let this be, oh wow. Walk away, think about it, talk to your neighbors, absorb what's going on. Most of you have my email, ask questions. We'll come back, because as we move through this process, it's going to be what we want. That's the commitment that the mayor's made. And God, I can just say, Tom does a fantastic job. I'm so happy that he is the designer behind this and his team. They do a fantastic job, and they listen. They really, it's not, oh, that's great, and here's what I want. Now, we can have a conversation about the bowling alley, whatever. but you listen. So, you'll see this again. This is not the end, but we do need to get the ball rolling on some things to get started over there. That's kind of what we need to do, but as we move into it, again, being phased, you're going to have a chance to give us input, what it looks like, where we're at, the updates, what's going on, and there'll be gazebos next time.
And I just want you to remember that we want all of you who are visitors tonight with us, who live out in this area, we want you to become members of Raleigh Community Council, because we have to stay strong, and I know that we will, but we just